Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you at, what you're doing. Thank you for joining Loud with Zac and Rob, man. First episode, doing it big, coming in. Got our special guest here, Mr. Jayson Swain, former
Yes,
Tennessee wide
sir.
receiver, VFL. The fans love him, the streets love him, everybody. We just love him, man. Nah, nah, play, nah, for real though, man. Thanks, Wayne, for coming on for this first episode, man. We want to do it big and start off with a bang. So thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to, come here and do this with us, man. And let the people get to know a little bit about you, what they do and
Uh,
don't know.
for sure, man. It's good to be with y'all, and thanks for having me. Excited about being here, and hey, man, let's have a good time.
Let's do it. Let's
Yes,
do it.
sir. Let's get it going. All right, Rob. You
All
got
right,
some
man.
questions?
So we're gonna start this thing off right, man. We're gonna start this thing off right, man. First question we're gonna ask you is we're gonna take you back to your time at UT and ask you what is your biggest regret while at the University of Tennessee? It don't even got necessarily be a regret. Something you wish you should have did, could have did, thought about later on, in life, knowing what you know now.
Um, probably be a better stretcher, more involved with I guess like yoga and all that stuff to really be better with um that part of my game, being flexible. I think that would have helped with some more dynamic playmaking abilities. So probably that. Um, I mean, when you get hurt, you try to think about ways that you could have prevented it, but really you kind of go back in a circle to like, yo, it's really nothing I could have done
Right.
differently. I mean, you play that story all over in your head because you think about yourself when you were healthy, how you should have been playing at that level after being hurt, and you never really played that level again. So you start like, I guess, pointing a finger at yourself and making yourself feel guilty. But really, man, you do. I mean, it happened because it was supposed to happen,
Right.
and you got to kind of deal with it and move on.
Mentally, how did that affect you then and now? Like what did that do to your mental?
I mean, when you put everything you have into something and it don't work out, and it's really not in your control, I mean, it can
Mhm.
be frustrating. Um, especially when you see dudes that you better than, and you can't be the same player that you was physically, and you can't do it. And so yeah, that's real frustrating, man. It takes a long time to get over. Um, you never really forget it. It plays over your mind from time to time here and there, but I think I've done a really good job of coping with it and kind of moving on.
Should have let yourself heal, huh? That's what you're saying. Because I do know towards the end of your career, you had a few injuries, but being the dog that you are, you just played through it, man. So, looking back on that, would you have sat out a couple games or, got back right first? Or like, what would you have done differently?
I probably would have thought more diligent, diligent, diligent. I can't even say a damn word.
Diligently.
Yeah. I probably would have thought about it more for sure. But I think at the end of the day, I probably would have just played, man. Like
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
uh,
Hard.
I probably would have played, man. Knowing me, I mean, I probably would have been like, all right, whatever. But I think I would have thought about it a whole lot more,
Yeah.
taking it more serious for sure.
Yeah. Hard to have regrets in a situation like that. I mean,
Definitely. Definitely.
yeah. Um, well, I'll ask a question here real quick. Kind of shifting gears. Feel like me and Rob have talked about this a little bit, but I definitely want an insider's perspective here. How quick do you think Hugh Freeze can turn it around at Auburn. I mean, I'm a huge Auburn fan. I want to hear it from somebody that's more inside, the SEC than I am. Just give me your thoughts on it.
I mean, from X's and O standpoint, I think he's going to be an upgrade. I think offensively, they'll be more dynamic, more explosive, for sure. I mean, everywhere he's been successful on the offensive side of the ball. Ole Miss beat Alabama twice. And the way that you had to beat Alabama then was you had to have explosive plays. And he was able to either recruit some good receivers or develop some and be guys that made big plays on the outside. So he did that. So offensively, it shouldn't really be any questions. I mean, that's kind of how it was with Tennessee fans. Like you saw Josh Heupel's resume, and he's like, I don't know if he's gonna be good, but
yeah,
they're gonna score some points.
Yeah.
Some points.
If they get up early, you might be done for. Josh Heupel get up early. It's a wrap.
Yeah, you're gonna score some points. And so like that's one thing I think Auburn fans can look forward to is like, hey, I don't know if he's gonna be disciplined enough to not say something that get his stuff in trouble or stick his foot in his mouth. Or if he's gonna be reckless with something like he did at Ole Miss, but we know he's gonna put up offense.
It's legal now, so I mean,
but it also, I don't know who really knows, but it seems like he's grown from that situation and he's grateful for the opportunity. But I mean, that could all just be for the cameras. I think the one glaring difference with what Tennessee had, I mean, y'all kind of had some talent at the quarterback position, and I'm just not sure where we're at in his first year. We haven't pulled anybody out of the portal yet. I mean, obviously, still got the portal this summer, but I think he's addressed a lot of needs and addressed a lot of positions. But man, TJ Finley's still taking some reps with the ones from what I'm hearing, so that's disgusting.
The thing with Hugh Freeze, man, so Hugh Freeze will absolutely go beat Alabama 100%, but then the next week he'll go lose to Huntsville High School. You know what I'm saying? Like Hugh Freeze, he's a little up and down, man. Like him and Gus Malzahn, one of the only two people that really beat Alabama more than one or two times. And he had good teams, he had great success, but you can't go beat the number one team in the country and then lose to a nobody. That's not even a Power 5 school the next week. And I mean, he literally did it this past season at Liberty. So like,
I'm hoping that was, dude. I mean, that's like the biggest game in Liberty's history. So, I mean, I could see the hangover from that. Hopefully, Auburn can act like they've been there type deal. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, the kids on that roster haven't. So,
right.
I mean, we'll definitely see. It's going to take a while to get that culture going, but hopefully, it'll do it.
Yeah, Auburn's a better football program than Ole Miss historically. So.
Definitely.
You should have more support.
Hey, not according to Twitter.
Yeah, but Twitter's not real. Twitter's not real, though.
Them boys think them boys from Ole Miss think they really up there, man.
Yeah, like Hugh Freeze will have more resources at Auburn than Ole Miss. Now, don't get me wrong, Lane Kiffin said, I'm good. He didn't want to go to Auburn. So
he's got it made.
Word is his family didn't want to leave, though. He wanted to go to Auburn and his family didn't want to go. That's what the word is. But
that is word.
Really
but I mean, at this point, I'm not even sure we lost out on it because Freeze is already in the time Freeze has been at Auburn, he's recruited circles around Kiffin. Now Kiffin did kill the portal at quarterback, but that's expected. I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
It's a good problem to have on your hands at quarterback. What Lane Kiffin got going on. That's a good problem to have because most programs don't have that problem. I mean, you can somewhat compare it to Tennessee. With Joe Milton and Hendon Hooker. You got two really solid, good quarterbacks, man. And Joe Milton won the job, and he got hurt. Hendon Hooker came in and never looked back. Literally, never look back.
I mean, it's kind of crazy because I mean, me personally, I thought Jackson Dart did a pretty good job last year, and then you bring in Spencer Sanders. So, I mean, one of them probably doesn't stick through the summer.
You got to create competition, no matter what position.
Whoever it is, Spencer Sanders won't be anybody that's leaving. He'll be there.
Yeah, He can't leave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he there for a reason, man.
Yeah, he
He's
can't
there for a
leave.
reason.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, we'll take Dart with open arms over here, man. I mean, he'd be an upgrade. Yeah, hey, you come on over, man.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Auburn's struggling a little, but I mean, Hugh Freeze, man, he's gonna bring in quarterback.
Yeah, I mean,
man.
hey, Robbie Ashford's the type of quarterback Freeze can develop, but I mean, it's kind of. He did say that since it's a new regime and everything, all the QBs would get some snaps with the ones in the spring, but
Yeah.
it's very discouraging. Honestly, I don't even know how TJ Finley's still enrolled at Auburn. I don't understand. But hey,
Free education.
Absolutely,
yeah.
you can't beat that at all. You
Oh
know,
no, I'm not blaming him for still being there. I don't know how he's still on scholarship there, man. I don't know. Does he not want to play football? I mean, I don't know. They probably got a spot for him at Troy or something.
yeah, I feel that, man. Back to Swain, man. Let's take a deep dive into your past, man. Give us you. Who is Jayson Swain? Where were you then? Where are you now? How did you do it?
You mean like do what I'm doing now, radio wise?
Yeah. I mean, think about it. You was a borderline 5-star wide receiver. Had great talent, great hype. You backed it up. You just got injured a little bit. You know, I'm gonna talk to Hubs later on about he should have gave you that 5-star, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, a lot of talent, man. Wide catch radius, catch anything thrown your way. You had the speed, everything, man. But injuries just, kind of crippled you. So how did it go from, being undrafted to being on the Bears practice squad to coming back to Knoxville and doing this podcast and, man, doing what you do? It's a great story for real.
I mean, I was first blessed with talent. Didn't really want to play football like that. Play it, was good at it with basketball. Was kind of my deal. And so early in high school, as a freshman, it just came easy to me. And by the time I was a junior, or sophomore, I was one of the best in the country, and senior, I was one of the best in the country. And man, the recruiting process was crazy. I never really loved it, being to the point where I thought it was a game or had fun with it. Like I didn't necessarily like it that much, honestly. I shut it down pretty quick in those days. But man, got here and just tried to make plays. Got hurt. Played hurt. Went through the combine, pro days. Still hurt. Not really able to compete in that setting healthy. Didn't get drafted. I signed with the Bears. I got there, bro. I didn't love the game. I didn't love what I had to do to play the game. Taking medications here and there just to be able to play. I didn't like that feeling. So, man, I walked away 2007. And man, that was it. I had to figure out kind of what to do. Because a couple months later, first child was born. Was a caseworker working with kids, and man, just kind of fell in the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Fell in the radio. One of the guy who owned the station I was working on at the time, hit me up on DMs like, "Hey, you want your own show?" I thought it was a joke, and sat down with him. Man, I liked it because it was a chance to tell the side of the athlete.
Mm-hmm.
So many media members have their points and their talking points and their opinions, but a lot of it, they don't know what it's like to be an athlete. So I kind of felt like it was a calling, like I had a responsibility, a purpose, kind of share that side of it.
Mm-hmm.
I hit a little bit of adversity doing radio, and I had to kind of go independent, do my own thing. And I did that. So I was on the radio, went independent on the radio, and then started to do more digital and build my studio, stuff like that, where I am now. Um, and man, just continue to just learn and grow, and always try to call it fair and be as understanding as both sides or different points of views as much as possible. Because just because you don't agree with me don't mean you're wrong.
Right.
That just means you're different. You just got a different opinion. Um, and so I just try to have fun with that and be open minded and just be consistent and put the listeners and viewers first um, when I can. So yeah, man, that's kind of it in a nutshell, man. I got a family, entrepreneur in spirit, but I got an entrepreneur spirit, and that's kind of who I am at the core. But man, just it's been cool growing and doing different things, and man, I look forward to kind of seeing where it goes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're doing a real good job too, man. Got your
Oh,
own
yeah.
show, the Swain event. Go live at Thursday nights, 8:30 Eastern time. Working for 99.1 Knee Sports Animal, the biggest radio show in the city of Knoxville, probably state of Tennessee at that.
I don't know
It's
about all that. We'll
it's
get there.
it's a
You're getting
blessing though,
there.
man.
Getting there.
It's truly a blessing, man. Like I've been listening to you for 5-6 years, man, and it's dope to see you grow into who you are now, who you are today, man. Like, you know how it is. Like, you mean a lot to me. You know, you like a big brother to me, man. Last year you looked out for me and my family. We came to a game. We went to the South Alabama game. It's the first time my wife ever been to Knoxville, ever seen the University of Tennessee. First time I'd been there since I was a kid, man. And you know, you are a very humble person. You don't talk about what you do a lot. If I wasn't telling this story, nobody would ever know. But I'm telling this story because people need to understand that people like you are hard to come by. You're a very hard person to come by, man. So me personally, I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you, man, and keep doing what you do, man. Keep doing what you do because you are a blessing and a light to others. You really are.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, that means a lot, man. I appreciate that.
For sure, man. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, even you coming on to our show, we're just getting started. You know, I was pretty shocked when Rob was like, "Yeah, Swain said he'll come on." I'm like, "Dude, we ain't nothing yet, man." So. I mean, that's a testament to
Yeah.
you know. I could tell, you know, you're a good guy. I do have a question now that you were kind of talking about how you were heavily recruited and things like that. I gotta ask, you know, give me like a crazy recruiting story like you saw. Like, I mean, obviously most of the stuff's legal now, but I mean, they've obviously been doing it for a while. Like, is there any crazy stuff you saw?
Uh, the
What you
most the
think?
most of I saw the most crazy stuff I saw was actually with your school.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
hey, man,
Uh-oh.
look. Oh man, I still want to hear it. It's legal now.
Also, you passed years now, so you can say whatever at this point.
I mean,
I asked it.
I've been on a trip to Auburn, and the Auburn booster sent me on on my recruiting trip. Kind of gave me a car to drive. Gave me like a duffel bag, and it was like, man, what's this bag? And so we were given that bag to give to a current Auburn athlete that was kind of from the same area I was from, and so yeah, that was crazy. But I mean, hey man, it used to go down like that. It's funny because like I knew I could have got a big bag from any school in Alabama, and probably if I would asked, maybe somewhere else. But like I never asked, so I didn't get anything to come to Tennessee at all. And I never asked to get anything from anybody. I never asked. But
Yeah.
you know, some folks took some initiative uh, more than others.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Tennessee was just like completely squeaky clean. So, you know.
Nobody's speaking clean.
I'm just messing with you. No, but I mean, in those days, it was a huge risk to take it. I mean, for the player, you get ruled ineligible. Hell, they took Reggie Bush's Heisman away. So, I mean,
Yeah, but he still played.
that is true.
And
That
he
is
still
true.
earned it. At the end of the day, you can't take that accomplishment away from him.
No, dude,
Like,
he was a
Louisville
dog.
basketball getting their championship recanted. Like, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they still won that championship. You can't take it away from them. And
Yeah.
I'm a
Reggie
fan.
Bush was just
Man.
not bad. I'm about to say that Reggie Bush situation, that was just sloppy though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real sloppy.
It was obvious.
It was dumb on his part, though. All he had to do was do his part, and he wouldn't be in this situation. You know what I mean? Like, just
No,
do
what
your
he
part,
did
play the game.
now what he did was the agent or whoever that he agreed to sign with got his folks a house.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like it wasn't like no little bag of cash. Like it was a house.
Yeah.
And then
What?
something led to one thing led to another. And I don't think Reggie was gonna sign with that person.
Right.
So that person snitched.
Yeah. There was like a Hummer involved and all kinds of stuff, I think.
And that sounded
Yeah,
like
like he
Jeremy Pruitt stuff. My bad. I didn't mean to say that. Sorry, my fault.
now he rolled over. Like he rolled over.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
Hey, pressure bust pipes, man. That's a true story. Pressure burst pipes every day of the week, and it ain't gonna
every
never
time.
change. Ever
hey man,
change.
I'll tell you this. So I played probably in the third ever US All American Bowl.
Mhm.
He was on the West team, I was on the East team, and we had this banquet. We had this banquet. It was U.S. Army All American banquet where they gave out the Player of the Year, National Player of the Year, and they were showing highlights of the finalists. I was like, shit, my highlights look just as good as these highlights
Yeah.
from high school. Then they showed Reggie Bush's highlights. I was like, ooh, ooh,
He
Yeah.
different. He different. Yeah.
ooh, he a bad boy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And like when he was, bro, everything he did at USC, he did on his highlight film in high school. Like
Bro.
everything. Like
Man.
like you see some people's high school film and they
Yeah.
get to college, they don't do none of that shit. None of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Reggie did everything in a highlight video.
Plus
All the
more.
moves you saw, Fresno State, all that stuff was in this highlight. That's what's crazy to me.
Bro, when he hit the down behind the back move on the punt return, bro, like he was dribbling a basketball. That's just dumb.
Yeah, man.
Go look up his high school highlight film.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
I'm gonna have to watch it because I
Tell me
never
I'm wrong.
actually watched it. I never actually watched it, so I'm gonna definitely have to go watch it and see what it's
we're gonna
like,
do
man.
that.
That's
Yeah.
what's up, man. I love that.
I wish he'd have been great in the league, man. I wish he would have done it. He was all right though. He made his money.
He was good for a little bit, just too small to stay healthy.
Yeah. Which I mean, it's really hard for running backs to be healthy in the NFL nowadays, man. That's why running backs don't get paid like that anymore.
Honestly,
NFL, period.
He'd be better now because there's so many running back by committees. I mean, they would just use him at what he's dominant at, which is catching the football. So and also teams aren't using top 5 picks on running backs very often anymore. And when you use that kind of capital, you have to play him all 3 downs. So he just wasn't built for that.
For sure. For sure, man. For sure. Gonna get a little spicy question right here, Swain. Tell me what you got. Tell me what you got. So, your most heated, I'm talking about your most heated moment in practice during your time at Tennessee. I'm talking about one of your teammates just came at you sideways and you was ready to just take them out one time. I know it's happening. Your dog, it's in your mind somewhere. I know it, and I want to hear this story, and I want to know exactly who it was too. I got to hear this.
I think it was the summer where I was it was in training room. So a bunch of us in training room kicking it, and I think I was talking about how I couldn't be guarded by anybody that's in this training room. I think I said something right there. And Antoine Stewart was like,
Ooh.
he was like, bro, you good, but like you ain't that good. He's like, man, you all right. I was like, what? He's like, man, you need to tone it down. Like you ain't all that.
Yeah.
You good, but you ain't all that. And I was like, you can't guard me? He was like, yes, I can. I was like, okay, bet. I was like, how about 10 routes? Get a quarterback. I think Ainge threw the ball. So I got Ainge out there, 10 routes. So I line up. I go to Ainge. I tell him what route I'm going to run. I line up. It's one-on-one. It's one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
And like, everybody was like, ooh. Everybody came out of the training room.
Yeah.
It's like they was watching a fight. But all it was just one-on-one.
Right.
I snapped. I was like, man, nah, man. Come on out here.
Right.
Come on, you better get this business right now. And so I run a curl, boop, catch. I'm talking crazy. Get the ball back to Ainge. Go like a little huddle. He tell me what to run. All right, boom, a slant. I run the slant, boop, 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 break him off. Ball never hit the ground, bro. Probably like 6, 7 routes. Ball never hit the ground. No incomplete passes. And I mean, it was spiked the ball. Like, and me and Antoine didn't like each other for a little bit, but like we respected each other and love each other now because I respected how hard he went and he respected how hard I went, and so we really made each other better. But like I remember that. I wasn't all that. Man, I was more mad that he tried to question that he can guard me like that.
Yeah,
like, bro. But like I wasn't like fighting mad. Where I lost control. I was more like that competitive. I mean, I was mad, but I wasn't like wanting to fight.
Yeah. Healthy competition, though, man. That's what you need. You need healthy competition in every locker room at every single position, man.
Yeah.
Every single position, every locker room, you need it. So that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody got to push you. Somebody got to push you. Now, I think that's where Tennessee will make a big jump this offseason because I feel like since Hype has got here these past 2 years, I feel like in some areas on the team, the competition wasn't all the way there. So players were a little bit complacent. But I think with all this talent coming in, you better get right real quick or you're going to be sitting on the bench and a true freshman going to be in your spot. Which I love this class Hype brought in. I love it.
Yeah, I don't think these guys can be complacent because, I mean, it's if you ain't on the one deep, the offensive line and on the one deep on receivers, man, you ain't gonna play a lot
at all. They don't sub. Ain't no subbing, bro. If you don't start off in the drive, you probably ain't gonna play on that drive. You know,
you can't be complacent, man.
Yeah.
Defensively, you got veteran coaches that ain't gonna accept anything less than your best. So, nah, man, you can't be complacent on the football field.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much competition, man. Like, and that's how you get hurt too. You gotta play fast, play hard, play with purpose. The moment you let up a little bit, take a little deep breath. Oh man, I'm just gonna dog at this play, man. That's how you're gonna get run over.
Yeah,
you get hurt, trip. Somebody roll up on your back of your leg because you ain't where you supposed to be. Right. You're supposed to be 10 yards down the football field, but you only 2 or 3. Yep. You ain't going hard. They roll up on your leg. Man, that's Willie Martinez, Tennessee defensive back coach. He would talk about like the football guys blessing you. Man, if you play the right way, if you prepare the right way, handle your business the right way, man, the football guys will bless you. And I think that stuff is true.
Definitely. I'm a firm believer in that. Believer. You put in the work, it'll bless you for sure. It will definitely bless
you. Yep.
Love that, man. Love that. I'm excited to see this next season, man. I really am. This
Man,
past
Zach
season
don't care
shocked me
about
a
that.
little bit.
Zach don't care about, you and me talking about Tennessee football.
Hey, look, I'm happy for you guys, man. I'm terrified to go into this season, so I like seeing you guys smile about, coming off a huge bowl win. It's all good, man. I was born in Tennessee,
He's literally from Tennessee, Swain.
I
He's
I
from
got
Tennessee,
I
bro.
got a little bit of roots there, so I don't mind Tennessee.
I will
Growing
say this: after Auburn lost to who did y'all lose to?
a lot of teams.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot what game they lost, but Auburn lost a game they should have won. And Zach texted me. He said, "I'm done with Auburn. Go ball."
Bro, I said good old Rocky Top,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, man. I couldn't
Uh,
stop laughing, bro. I said, "Hey, come to the sweet side, man." But if
hey,
you
I ain't
you
gonna lie.
you crazy, Zach. If you don't think I know how you feel, though, you are crazy.
No, I know you know how. That's why I could share it with you, man. It's
Yeah,
not like talking to a Bama fan or something. Even though I
yeah.
mean, true Bama fans, they had to go through some tough years, but it's been a while.
Yeah,
These new
what Bama fans don't want to admit is Tennessee used to get in that ass every year. That's what they
Hey,
don't want to admit, though. They want to just, oh yeah, he beat us in 15 years. No, I ain't
hey,
trying to hear that, bro.
we beat them bitches what 6 years in a row. So I mean,
Stop.
it's happened. All right, it's happened. Like it'll happen again. Saban
Yeah.
can't coach forever, bro. Like my question is, you know what? Let's bring it up right here. Who's gonna want to follow in Saban's footsteps? It'd be stupid. Who would want to do that?
Dabo Swinney.
Why would he do that?
Why
He's
wouldn't he?
because he's
Your
already
heart.
he's already a Hall of Fame coach and built something that nobody ever thought would be done at Clemson.
Which is fair,
Man, your
but
heart. You try to follow your heart.
you gotta think about it like this, man. Like,
Man,
if
I
listen, bro, listen. I do think Dabo's corny at times, but Dabo is a good coach.
I think
You
he's a good
gotta,
coach too.
you gotta tell yourself this though. If Dabo Swinney can win 2 championships at Clemson, how many you think he can win at Bama?
I mean,
Get
I'm not
way
denying
better
that.
players.
I'm not
Way
denying
better.
way better. Dude, in Dabo's heyday of recruiting, he was recruiting right with them. Bro, he was coming into Alabama and taking dudes out of here.
Man, you go back and look at Alabama's
I-
classes and look at Clemson classes.
I'm just saying the years they won, bro. He was coming. I mean, he got his whatever. I don't know, man. I hope Dabo don't come to Bama, but
I would. I don't see why he wouldn't. What
I give
would
y'all
you
something
do,
to think
Swain?
about.
What would
I
you
give
do?
y'all something to think about. Think about like the big conference shifts, like the Big Ten, big contract deal, TV deal, $1 billion. You look at SEC and kind of what's going to happen next time it's ready for them to re-up and the people you bring into the league. Like ACC ain't got no money, man. Like
Yeah.
they hurting,
yeah.
big time. And so, at what point does Dabo or any other coach at the ACC be like, man, I can't get what I need because they getting paid, but like, what about everybody else? Like
Yeah, the
facility
resources.
wise, resources, you be like, man, it's time to go to the SEC.
Yeah,
That's
I
what Brian
mean,
Kelly did.
yeah, and I mean,
And it was a smart move.
wait,
That
but
was
I
one of the
mean, was
smartest
Brian
moves Brian
Kelly's
Kelly could have
was
made.
Brian Kelly's based off? I mean, Notre Dame's got a TV contract.
I mean, they do, but
Yeah,
he
but he
wasn't
wanted to
gonna never
win.
win a championship
No,
at
I
Notre
mean, I
He
Dame.
feel
wanted to
that,
win.
but I'm
He
saying
wanted
he
to
had
win.
the money and the resources. They just want to win.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
Dabo was a little bit different because he got the money and the resources
and he's won.
for his school. Yeah, and he's won, but like things are changing.
Yeah, they're rocky.
Yeah, it's changing
I'm
in
not-
the ACC. So
yeah, and him and
even
Saban.
Clemson,
Yeah,
like Clemson asking questions. People asking questions in the ACC. Like, yo, we need to in the conference. We gotta get better.
Yeah.
well, I mean, like, I don't know. You expect teams like Miami and Florida State to step up eventually. I don't know.
I mean, they look
Yeah.
good. Florida
Yeah,
State had a
Florida
good
State.
season, man.
Hey,
We'll see.
hey, you told
They
me.
got active in the transfer
Nah,
portal.
you
Florida
told
State
me.
got active.
Rob told me
Yep.
Norvell was gonna suck. I told him he'd be good.
I did say he was gonna suck, but his first 2 years, what did he suck?
Dude,
that program was in a bad spot.
it was in shambles, bro.
It was in a bad spot, but at the end of the day, it's still Florida State, dog. Florida State got the resources and the money to get whoever,
Dude,
whatever they want.
Taggart.
No, they
Oh my
don't.
god, dude, Taggart drove that shit into the ground. I don't know, man.
Florida State facilities, are not where they need to be.
Did you ever
Yeah.
visit Florida State? You back in your recruiting days, did you ever go to Florida State?
No, I almost did, but I didn't.
Yeah, I'm looking. Hey, I'm hoping Auburn's new facilities can help them out in recruiting. I think it already is. I think
No, it should.
Freeze can pull in
It
a
should.
That
top.
NIL money talking in Auburn, boy. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is it though? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know we have it.
I mean, one of y'all boosters, didn't he create Apple or something like that? Like,
Hell no. Oh, I mean,
No.
you're a part of
man.
it somehow, man.
oh yeah,
Steve
the
Jobs, bro. You
CEO,
probably
the
Tim Cook.
CEO, yeah, the CEO. But nah, the big booster at Auburn is the yellow fellow, man. The Jimmy Rain created Yellowwood. He just fucking 2x4s and stuff, dude.
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Not really. He's just, hey, look, he's got his guy now, so the money better start flowing.
Yeah. We'll see, man. I'm excited, man. I definitely want to see what Auburn can do. I do, man. I think Hugh Freeze will be successful at Auburn. He's got everything he needs. Everything he needs.
Yeah. All right. Well, we kind of. I mean, my next point was talking about when Saban was gonna hang it up, but I mean, we kind of touched on that. But yeah, so Dabo to Bama. All right, that's what y'all have. That's what
I think. That's what I think. Go ahead, ask Swain your famous question you've been ready to ask him for the last 2 weeks. Go ahead and ask him.
Oh yeah, my guy on Tennessee, man.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him.
Squirrel White. Squirrel White. That's the breakout for y'all, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I call him the flat out breakout player. I mean, I think there's a lot of dudes that have opportunity to break out offensively, defensively, outside of Squirrel White. But I mean, he's gonna do his thing, because he plays the slot position. And you look at Jalen Hyatt, you look at Bayless Jones, man. Those guys, man, just their last years at Tennessee, they came off a record-setting year or the best personal
season of their career.
Seasons of the career. So hard to not think the Squirrel's not going to do some of the same things. The Squirrel's targeted, I want to say 10, 11 times in that Orange Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And man, Tennessee couldn't run the football, but they've thrown it to the outside for Squirrel, just feeding him. So yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe that he won't continue to eat.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. I must know. I must hear it from someone who played the game deep, and what possibly could Alabama have done differently to stop Jalen Hyatt? I mean, what exactly could they have done? Because I seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, Pete Golden is trash," blah blah this, blah blah that. I mean,
kind of was.
But who you gonna put on Jalen Hyatt?
Well, I wasn't saying just
how do
Hyatt.
you beat that? What is it you can do to beat that? Like, because I don't think there was a call you could have made, because Hyatt's gonna run past anybody. You can play 20 yards off him all you want to, but you still gonna get burnt. It don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because, I mean, if you play different coverage, then Kentucky was playing different coverage, and Jalen Hyatt was still able to get behind their defense.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it really just come down to starting out right. Just beasted Will Anderson, bro. Like, that
man
what it came down
no
to.
factor in that game.
And that's the difference between what Georgia was able to do and Alabama was able to do. Like, Georgia was able to rush 4 and drop everybody off in coverage, and Alabama wasn't able to do that because Darnell Wright was handling business. And then they give credit to the other side; they were handling business too. J.J. Crawford, Gerald Mincy, those dudes handling business too. The dude threw up in the middle of the game and
threw up and looked at him like,
yeah, it was like, come on, bring it. So the tackles did a really good job of protecting from the edge.
I think what it is with Alabama is, I kind of relate to this situation because when I was in high school, it kind of happened to me. You run into the top dog year after year. At some point, it becomes personal for you and it becomes normal for them. And when it becomes personal for you, you're going a lot harder versus somebody that is just normal for them. I feel like Alabama played teams this year And it wasn't personal to them like it normally has been with Nick Saban teams. I don't feel like the way they played this season was, what it usually is. And I think everybody had a chip on their shoulder playing against Alabama. And, that's why, they lost 2 games and they should have lost to Texas A&M at home.
Should have lost to Texas.
It should have lost to Texas at Texas. Like, it's personal for everybody else because they were just dominating everybody. And I think that's, what it was and why, Bama struggled a little bit this year. But, they still going to be on top. It's just Alabama.
Yeah, they're going to bounce back. I think also, like, the defense was pretty young outside of that front. And I feel like sometimes when you come to Bama and you're playing as a freshman or a sophomore, you just expect to be winning like the guys did before you. And when that's on your shoulders, it's a little different. I mean, but unfortunately, they'll probably bounce back and do what they do.
Just wait till Tennessee go down there next year. We ain't taking no L. Believe that.
I hope not. I'll be pulling for y'all.
It's gonna be fun.
The whole world gonna be pulling for Tennessee, man. I mean, think about it, bro. The Tennessee-Alabama game, I think I seen the numbers where it was like 85% of the votes went to Tennessee over Alabama. When I first saw it, I was like,
I don't know, man. You always tweeting about how everybody hates Tennessee, man.
Everyone does hate us, man. We're hated.
You just said everybody gonna pull for y'all
against Alabama. Everyone's gonna pull for the team playing against Alabama. Everybody gonna do
That's
that.
the way it works.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know, man. Against Georgia, it's tough for me, Bama and Georgia, but they don't play that often. So
I want Alabama to beat Georgia every time. That's what I want.
I don't know.
That's what that's what I prefer. I mean, I like Kirby Smart, but I prefer Alabama beat Georgia.
Kirby Smart looks like a damn dork, man. I don't know how. He's just he coached damn football though, bro.
Yeah, he can, man. I'm interested to see how it's gonna look without Stetson Bennett. I know you plug it in a 5, but he ain't got.
It's crazy to say that, but I mean, I get where you're coming from.
Like, I mean, think about it. Stetson Bennett and Swain is one of these people. Swain's been saying for the last couple of years, you can say what you want to about Stetson Bennett, but he's winning ball games. He's winning them ball games. I ain't gonna say he's a great quarterback, but
but them boys fight for him, man. And when you got nothing but 5 stars around you, and they'll play hard for you, man. All you got to do is put it in the right place for them. So I agree with you. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but whatever. They'll have an insane defense, so that ain't gonna change. But they losing that Mack truck in the middle.
Yeah.
Even though he liked to run from police and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got one more question. This is kind of the obvious one. You're a veteran in the podcasting and radio community, and me and Rob kind of trying to get our start. We love sports, we love people, we love talking, so we just decided to give this a shot. You have any advice for us or anyone else getting started in this whole thing?
I mean, I think it's important to have energy and to be able to see all sides or a particular topic, be open-minded, man, can respect your listeners, don't take them for granted. And it's about them at the end of the day.
Right.
And giving them something that's entertaining and worthwhile. And have some good content, man. Have real conversations, man. People like someone that's authentic. So, man, just make a promise to always be there no matter what, man. And you do it with energy and enthusiasm, I think you guys will be okay.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't have to worry about being authentic with us too. We're a little crazy. I think we'll be all right.
That's good.
A little bit, man. But that's why it was important to me to have someone like you on for episode 1, man, because yeah, you're big, but at the same time, you keep it real. You ain't gonna sugarcoat it for nobody. You don't care who it is. You always, speak your mind, and that's what we want. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna always speak our mind, tell the truth, speak on how we feel. There's no point in sugarcoating it, man, because when you do that, you just You just not being you, and people don't like that. People like the real,
Yeah.
you know. And
Yep.
I wanted people to be able to see you a little bit outside of, all Tennessee things. Obviously it's still about Tennessee because it's always go Vols, but I
Yeah.
just also want to get a different perspective of your life, what you went through, who you are, things like that. With
Yeah.
that being said, man, 3 things you got to do every single day to make sure you have a good day and start your day off right.
Man, I gotta show my family. I gotta show my family love.
Got to.
Yeah.
I think that's important to do. I gotta feel like I improved and did something today that my future self will be happy that I did.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I need to laugh a couple times, man. We had a dinner tonight. We had a really good moment, man, as a family. Everybody would just start busting out laughing. I mean, obviously something happened, but like it was one of them long laughs, like knee slapping laughs where you fall over
Can't
to
breathe,
the
got your
floor.
stomach hurting. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
best.
bro. Like you fall over on a chair, you on the ground, kikiing, laughing, man. Tears rolling down your face, man. Your
Yeah.
side hurt. That type of laugh, like that was. Well, that's right. That stuff right there is good for your soul.
Yeah.
So,
Facts.
That's how it's supposed
yeah,
to
that was
be, man.
good.
Especially when you do it
Yeah,
with family, man. Doing it with family is
yeah,
like no other, man.
yeah. That was good.
So
That was good right there.
that's good, man. That's good. I'm gonna get you out of here with this last question. You finna kill me for asking you this, but I gotta do it.
All right. Yeah.
I gotta do it, man. Give me your favorite song. That's your go-to song that you're gonna always listen to, not named Gorilla Mauler.
Man, stop. I was like, bro, what the hell are you talking about? I think about it. Man.
Come on, Rob. We gotta have that dude on, man. That's the face of the Vol fan base, man.
Zach, don't play with me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do this.
Man.
I had to, man. I had to. For
I
those who
ain't
don't know, I'll
got
share it
no
someday,
comment.
but it won't be today. I'll share it someday.
I ain't got no comment.
Oh man. Nah, man, but all jokes aside, man, we really appreciate you for coming, joining on, man.
Oh yeah.
Starting this thing off right. It's no better person to bring on here than you. No better
I
person,
appreciate
man.
it, guys. Yeah.
Appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. We appreciate the tips. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day away from your family to come do this with us, man. To the Tennessee fan base, Ball Nation, this is what we're gonna bring you. Hopefully once a week. This is what we're gonna bring you. We're gonna bring you the real. We're gonna bring it hard, being honest, and tell you like it is, man. It ain't gonna never change. It ain't gonna never change.
Yeah, we ain't gonna leave out the Auburn family, man. We got y'all too. We got y'all too.
Go Tigers. Woo.
All right. All right.
Nah, man. Appreciate you though, Swain, man. We're gonna let you
Yeah.
get out of here. Before you go, I do want you to give your closings on how you close. It's something that I say in my life every single day now. Since you've been saying it at the end of your show, you always say it, and it's my life that I live by every single day as I go to sleep.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Peace
We
and
are
love.
out.
Love it.
We are out.